What's up, guys? It's KB. Make sure you subscribe to the Underground Sports Philadelphia YouTube channel. Click the bell icon down below so you don't miss a single video from us. And thanks for tuning in to another video from Underground Sports Philadelphia. Now let's get into it.
Philadelphia, baby, you're going to love it. Best sports fans in the world. Actually, the worst, but that's what makes them the best.
Yo, what's poppin', all my peeps? It is I, your host, the most Renaissance man who always thinks he can, and your champion of the peeps, Patty Pitts, welcoming you back to my house for another edition of the house show presented to you by Underground Sports Philadelphia. It is not just me, Patty P, here. I am joined as always by the founding father himself. Over out in the porch, KB was popping, my dude. Welcome back.
Porch boys.
Porch boys. With a Z.
With a Z. How
we doing? Missed you last week.
We're bumping and grinding. Yeah, you definitely missed me last week.
I couldn't stay on topic. Couldn't stay on topic.
It was a wild time. We are still in big time sports depression. But
yeah, dude, like, join us. Join the Dark Order. But join us. Like,
for the first time in my nearly 32 years of life, the Philadelphia Flyers won a hockey game that I was in attendance for.
Yeah, that's great. Clap it up. Let's clap it up for the Flyers.
I saw Gritty going absolutely absurd. This is my second game in Gritty's existence. But first, since Gritty has gotten what they call Gritty's Chaos Corner.
Yeah.
So he's in a certain section of the game, every game that they have. And he throws popcorn on people. He throws cake in people's faces like he's Steve Aoki.
That's tough. Like, dude, that's the
whenever the Flyers score, toilet paper goes flying. It's absolutely incredible. He's got a timpani and a bass drum that starts to "Let's Go Flyers" and bang, 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 and you're wondering where it's coming from. And then you look over and it's Gritty just banging on a drum. It's absolutely incredible.
Those eyes just going in like multiple different places. Fucking awesome.
His hands and belly button squeaking.
His eyes always freaked me out. There was one thing like that really freaked me out about him. It wasn't the orange and it wasn't the fuzzy, but it was just the eyes going every which way. I don't know.
He's incredible. I love Gritty. What a mascot.
He's no Wally. No Wally.
Has Wally ever gotten CM Punk to interact with you?
See,
not
Wally hangs out with bigger superstars, bigger celebrities, okay? Wally hangs out with Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, but he also has a mutual with Gritty and the Philly Fanatic, the greatest mascot in all of sports.
All right, who wins in a fight? Wally the Green Monster or the Philly Fanatic?
Fanatic. Fanatic's got a four-wheeler.
Why, though?
Fanatic has a four-wheeler. If we're going like street fight, it's a wrap.
Oh, dude.
He's running over that wall.
There's so many objects you can find in the alley of Causeway Street. Don't even get... Dude,
Fanatic's got hot dog launchers.
You can avoid all of these things.
Plus, the Fanatic's got goons. He's got the Galapagos gang.
See, okay, you're thinking that way. I was like, all right. I thought you were going to go straight. Well, look at his mouth. He could just, like...
That, too. Will poke you in the eye with his tongue.
That's dangerous. That's like Yoshi territory.
Literally.
So I don't know. Like, I'm saying Wally. Well, no.
Fanatic's got a fatty dumpy. He's out here like Cal Raleigh.
He does.
He could be like Steve Harvey. Sit on it.
Dude, that shit drags.
Thick.
It's insane.
Big boned.
So maybe like in that way, but I feel like Wally's elusive. Like the head is big. He gives off JD McDonough vibes. You know what I mean?
Wally reminds me of he reminds me of a moldy Mayor McCheese from McDonald's. The guy that had the burger.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about, Kyle.
Same
That's
body
why I'm like,
type.
My face, like,
Head shape and body type
no,
are
because I'm picturing
eerily
it.
similar.
It's like the burger just got smaller. You know what I mean? Like, it like shrunk.
He's like school board McCheese
Oh,
is
I don't like
Wally.
that.
Wally is school board McCheese, not Mayor McCheese.
But is there really, in a bigger topic, do you think there's anything green that's like, that looks good and you're like, that's delicious, I want to eat it?
Um,
And I'm saying like it's known for being a green item. And you're like, yes. Because when you see like a pizza that's giving off that orange red, yeah, like,
fair.
ooh. But
I
like
feel like we have to
green,
eliminate vegetables from that because there are some green vegetables, and I'm like, ooh, those look good.
yeah, no, I'm saying like, I'm not saying vegetables. I'm saying like a dish. Like a dish.
I mean, I'm a mint chocolate chip ice cream fan. So like the green mint chocolate chip ice cream slaps. But that's also like
Okay.
mint. It's not necessarily a green. Green jello.
Jello's good. Yeah.
I also
Okay.
don't think they're outside of like vegetables and like green apples. I mean green Jolly Rancher,
Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew is the only thing I can think of. If I could, I would have that
From a
IV'd
can
immediately.
aesthetic, like Sprite.
Yeah, then they went and fucked up the logo, changing the logo and shit. The bottle though. Do you remember Vault?
Yeah, that was dangerous.
Yeah, dude, 8-year-old me should not have been drinking
That
that.
was like kids' original recipe for Loco.
No, that was grooming. That was the grooming process for
That was
Four Loco.
preparing you for doom.
I was drinking a lot of those while watching John Cena and Edge go at it.
You gonna
Like
run
I
that back?
was. Here's the thing, Kyle. There's so much to unpack with that nonsense statement because when I run it back, I would absolutely watch a 2007 match of Edge and John Cena while drinking Mountain Dew in my underwear, like I was 8 years old again. 100% would do that. Is it realistic that we could be running it back for Cena's last match, like type thing? Like,
Yes.
yes, like never say never in wrestling. I told the head chef at Ocean Prime this: never say never in wrestling, because shit has happened where you're like, that was not possible even a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
And for John Cena's last match, there's so much, that's going on with it, and the big, from the wrestling fan perspective, who is he gonna face? A lot of people are leaning towards Gunther. I'm on the train that it probably will end up being Gunther. And there is a way where it could be Edge if we want a fantasy book here. Because Edge's contract allegedly from AEW is up in October this
See
month.
what you did there. Allegedly.
See, yes, I'm hilarious.
Also, I have a
So,
very fun take after you finish
after you
describing this
ramble
to me
there.
because I think even more so now it's making sense in my brain what I'm thinking.
Okay. So that would be possible. And once his contract is done, there's no 90 day. There's no 90 day,
No
uh,
fiance.
no fiance, no wrestling that you can't do for any promotion. He can go right away. And with Cena's last match being December 13th, there's even time for him to train and work on a little story there. We don't know right now if that's going to happen, especially with the injury time that Edge had added on when he broke his leg. So there's a lot of moving parts and variables that have to happen, but I don't want. I would like it to happen. Like that's like the perfect in the fan. The kid who grew up idolizing John Cena. Yes, that would be the best way to send him off. If I want to put on my wrestling thinking cap here, it's got to be Gunther. You got to make Gunther into the legend killer, or just like he is the final boss. And yes, I know what I said. Like, he's Bowser. Seriously. And so, yeah, that's where I would go.
All right, so you ready for this? Because now that, I've just been thinking more and more about this as more and more past WWE legends have come back into the fray and everything. And you remember how we said WrestleMania 40 was Avengers Endgame?
Yeah.
WWE is in its multiverse saga right now.
Damn it. No, that hits because multiverse
We're
is
getting
multi other
characters from
promotions.
all different places.
I'm wearing one. Kyle, I'm wearing it.
And I
This is
feel like we're witnessing like Doctor Strange trying to close all the portals in Spider-Man No Way Home.
I mean, yeah, like it's crazy. Like
Like we've
that.
had Cena, The Rock, Brock Lesnar, like
So
Trick
you're
Williams
thinking
going
that
to
way.
TNA. We've had like so many different like
And
people
yeah,
crossing over to different multiverses.
crossing the line.
Mm-hmm.
That's TNA's slogan, motto, whatever. I like literally crossing the line. And I mean, we had Matt Cardona, formerly known as Zack Ryder, wrestling at WWE ring last night for the first time in 10 years.
I mean,
We
Joe
know it's
Hendry wrestled at WrestleMania.
against Randy Orton. Like,
Right.
that's what, like, anything is freaking possible.
That's like Tobey Maguire Spider-Man era crossing over with Tom Holland.
Basically,
Like those universes colliding. That's what
those
that was.
universes collide.
It was
Yes,
like
absolutely.
old school, new school, bang, unexpected.
Dude, like, that's the beauty of wrestling, dude. Like, that's what I'm like, is that it doesn't matter what era someone wrestled in, you can still tell a great story in the ring. And I wouldn't have said that 5 years ago. I probably wouldn't have said it 3 years ago. But after watching the amount of wrestling I have over, X amount of time compared to, not only the type of wrestling, but where it was in independent promotions, international promotions, different wrestlers, actually you learn a lot, and there's no other sport like it. Like one of my favorite matches over the past 5 years of this journey I've been on was Too Cold Scorpio versus Desmond Cole. Desmond Cole is up and coming in his 20s, two-time Limitless champion. Too Cold Scorpio is pushing 70 and wrestled in WWE, ECW, you name it. He's wrestled against them and wrestled for them. You would think that match on paper alone, age alone, would be a snooze fest. Go to the snack bar, empty that bladder, and get back to your seat for the next match. Dude, they had me on my feet. On my feet. And all they did was work within their range and told a story. You can tell a story in the ring. It is very possible to do so. But it's all about how you do it. And that's what you can do with these different eras. Is you're having the Hardys who are 50 years old and the Dudleys who are 50 years old putting on their last match and getting the point across while also playing the greatest hits at the same time. I watched Jeff Hardy hit a swanton bomb off a ladder, putting Devon Dudley through a table. Childhood me dreamt of seeing that live and in person. And now adult me gets to see it. Like, it's just cool. There's no other thing like it. Like, imagine putting out, the only equivalent I can think of is put the Fox NFL pre and post game staff out there. Okay. And have them play a half. See how that goes. Against the current day. Like, all right, we got who's a quarterback on the post game or pregame?
It's Tara Bradshaw.
But Terry Bradshaw is lined up under center, drops back. Who's rushing at him? Miles fucking Garrett. All right. Is that fair? No, it's not possible. And you're bored. And you feel bad because you kind of think it's murder. But in wrestling, you can do that, and there's the mystique and the art, the dance of it, where it makes you feel things like, oh my god, that was awesome. Like it's a fantasy. Fantastic.
WWE is officially in its multiverse saga. You heard it here first.
Yeah, they are. So what do we want to talk about this week, Kyle? Because like, here's the thing. Don't really care about the voicemails. I know there's a couple, but
we always care about the voicemails.
We
it's
always
just,
do.
You have a huge thing to recap here because you were at a show. You linked up in person with the lone guest we've had on the show so far. You were featured in a quiz. You drove Jimmy home.
I drove Jimmy from the queue home from Bound for Glory.
You held the Stash Club belt.
Yeah, I did. It was, dude, that was weird. Like, that was that felt weird because I've watched it for how long? And then I was holding like, oh, maybe I am the champ. All right, let's do it. All right, let's fucking
you watched a former Philadelphia Eagle wrestle against Mike Santana.
And Mike Santana walk out TNA champion.
And you watched someone get thrown through the biggest pile of tacks the world may have ever seen.
No, yeah. Shout out Alicia Edwards for being a champ and then, taking a spine buster through on thumbtacks.
And then on top of that, the day before, you pitched a perfect game in predictions.
Oh, dude, call me Nolan Ryan. I was on my bullshit on Saturday. I get to work. I couldn't even. It was incredible. Like,
let's start there. Awesome. But before we get into recapping Crown Jewel, because you had a perfect weekend.
I don't need to.
Let everyone know to get involved in the show. The voicemail line was down last week for some reason. You know, we had a nor'easter coming through the East Coast.
We did.
Let everyone know where to get in contact to be a part of the program. Where's Eric Kratz?
Dude, I miss Eric Kratz. He was awesome. I hope he calls again. And you can be like Eric Kratz by leaving me a voicemail. Speakpipe.com/official house show. Anything you want from wrestling past, present, or future. You ask it, I'll answer it. I definitely have an opinion on it. All right. I have a lot of opinions that need to be unlocked. All right. So like Pandora, open it. Okay.
Yeah. Leave Pitsy a voicemail. Speakpipe.com/official house show. Pitts, I know you do a lot of this on No Nights Off, but
yeah,
this is unprecedented territory where we've really only had like 3 big type deals for you doing predictions, and 2 of them happened to be this past weekend, but you went perfect. A perfect gem, if you will, of predictions for Crown Jewel. Mm-hmm. And I gotta say, I was like just lightly following along to see how your picks were going because I knew it was early in the morning. I knew you were working your good old day job, but
dude, if I could have a whole other house show about my Saturday morning. But anyways,
I just kept going and refreshing, and I was like, "Holy shit,
he's gonna do it!
He might do this.
He's gonna do it, dude."
And then
he's getting into the 9th.
Which of your picks of the 5 were you most concerned about being potentially wrong?
I would say off the jump, Io Rhea, because you never know with those types of matches.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not like there's a title involved where you can see a little bit forward with the story and be like, okay, I can see what they're building to. I'm all right if I'm not thrilled with this finish. But with this, it felt like they wanted to, with this just pay-per-view in general, it felt like they wanted to bring send the crowd home happy with everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it feels in that one and the Bronson Reed Roman Reigns were the two that I was like on the fence, because Roman Reigns rarely loses on PLEs. They want to for obvious reasons. And I said it on this show, I said it on No Nights Off, that they needed to make Crown Jewel the Visions show. And they did. I mean, it was, I mean, from what I saw or didn't see, the street fight between Roman Reigns and Bronson Reed was not really a street fight. And if that's going to be the case, then it seems like they're going to send Roman away for a bit because he has another project to do. So, with him losing, it's for the best. And that one I'm happy about that they went forward with, because they usually do some shady shit. They usually do some shady shit like having the, you know, Roman not jobbing out, or a guy not jobbing out to another guy because, oh, you know, I'm the top guy. I'm, you know, Roman or Hogan or blah blah blah. So, you know, those two I was worried about. Seth, he had to, because there's no reason for Cody. And Stephanie Vacour is the hottest thing in women's wrestling at the moment, or WWE women's wrestling at the moment. So
Yeah, so you went a perfect 5 for 5 or 6 for 6, however you want to categorize it, because you had Rhea and Io Sky together, but that was obviously a tag team showdown.
tag team.
So you went perfect there.
Yep.
And then you were at your first show as host of this show.
I know. It was great. No, it was
How
great.
was it? Lay of the land. What went down? Let the people inside the brain of God's country. Psych.
All right, I'll brain dump, dude. If you want me to fucking brain dump,
Let
I'll
us know
brain
about
dump.
your trip to God's country. Psych.
Yes, psych. It was, especially, dude. It only makes the joke even funnier when you're driving into God's country, and it is pouring rain. It's a nor'easter, and it's 45, 50 minutes away. I pull up to the arena, and the traffic to get into the garage that it's at was to the street. The crazy thing is there's vacant spots along the side, street parking. And I'm like, why is it blocked off? Not blocked off. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go park there. And if you had Passport, which is an app for like parking meters in cities, just type in the zone that you're in. So I did that. It had the event set up. So like that was their event parking. And no one was taking advantage of it. So I'm like, okay. So did that and then braved the walk, I don't know, 5 minutes into the arena. It was beautiful. That was great. Immediately hit the merch table. You have to hit the merch table. I mean, for me, you have to hit the merch table early just to see if there's anything you like. Because if there is something that you like, you got to get it. Right? I'm a big proponent of getting a souvenir at a show. And if you want to check it out early, because the line's going to be down the line. It's going to be so far down because everyone's right there. So check it out. Go back to it. Plan that. The line was short, so I got my shirt here. All right. Reppin' TNA. First ever TNA apparel. Didn't get the hat because I kind of want to rock this one out for a little bit. You know, I'm getting a lot of compliments on it. So we're going to let it ride. I got 2 of these shirts. And then because I was seeing Hardy's Dudleys for the final time, and I love jewelry. Kind of. That's, yeah. I got a Hardy chain right here to rep the Hardy Boys. And that's just, we're going to wear it every show now, Kyle. All right. That's gonna be my. It's. Oh, look at it. There you go. Hit my chest. What does he do when the suit comes on? Just a little. There you go. But no. So and then I went and me just walked around. I love walking around arenas. I started doing it when I've gone to indie shows. Is just getting a lay of the land. And the setups are cool. Every wrestling promotion event sets their show up pretty much the same, but there's always a little bit of a difference. Everyone has their own unique flair. It was cool to see how TNA laid it out. Very similar to WWE too. Just throwing that out there. Partnership. There's a lot of similarities with the L shape and utilizing that to get more space on the floor, which is smart. But it did give me, yeah, it didn't. It gave me real big WWE vibes. And then I met up with Stash Club, and I took a quiz about TNA,
Yeah,
which
you
I'm
did.
on. I'm on Stash Club's Insta right now, giving a TNA quiz. Got 3 out of 5. Pretty pissed at myself.
You're Stash Club canon now.
Oh no, I'm in the universe, dude. That's you want to talk about the
Talking about
wrestling.
multiverse.
We're in the multiverse right now,
Jimmy was here. You were there.
dude. BDE wrestled. Well, I don't know if you've ever heard of BDE and the Vibe Guys, but they're one of the top YouTube channels in the wrestling
I was just
community.
gonna say, anytime I've heard BDE, that is a vibe.
Damn right it is.
Shout out Nick Foles.
Dude, I bring BDE every single week to this show. But I got to see him wrestle. That was fucking awesome. I was hyped to see him. So it was just like cool to interact with everyone there. I was pissed. I was really mad about the TNA quiz.
Still
I should have
passed.
known. No, I passed, but I should have known the last one. So the two I got wrong were who's combined days, who is the longest reigning or who's held the X Division for the longest combined days. And I said like 2 guys, couldn't tell you. And it was Chris Sabin, now WWE superstar, part of Motor City Machine Guns, like 636 or something, crazy combined days. And then the question that I should have got right was what was the name of the first pay-per-view that TNA ran that wasn't one of their weekly pay-per-views that they were doing, like a Sunday and I said Slammiversary, and it was Victory Road. So I was kind of pissed about that. But
When I heard it was Victory Road, all I thought about was Pokemon. That's where you have to go through to get to the Elite Four. You have to go through Victory Road.
That's so good. I like that. I do like that.
When I saw them say Victory Road, it was like all I heard in my head was just the
Pokemon.
Victory Road theme song. Because let me tell you, greatest discovery ever, Pitts. The Pokemon YouTube channel has all of like the OG Pokemon episodes on it that you can watch for
No
free.
way.
Greatest discovery of my life.
Dude, there's so much cool shit that I would just binge for a day if you could give it to me. Like I would just get so lost into it.
It's so great.
I did that with Marvel comic books for a little bit because
Yeah,
my
you
brother
did.
has the app. I want to re-download it, dude, because I don't want to doom scroll anymore, and I don't think I'm ready.
He wants
for
that Doctor Doom scroll.
yeah, exactly. I want to do that instead. I want to kind of move up from doom scroll to like that, and then into the adult stuff of like finances and stocks and bonds, and like I'll find that. But we need to be a little bit of a kid first with these comic books to like, unleash our inner Peter Parker.
I'll give you the best stock advice right now. Buy stocks in things that you like.
Okay.
That's what I was told to do. So I have bought things that I like or that I see value in, and that's why I have a minority share of Shake Shack.
That's a good one. That's a good dude. I haven't had Shake Shack in a minute. There's one in the Seaport too that I could have for lunch, but
So good.
trying to get to 170. The problem is that like cheeseburgers are not in that.
Sometimes 170 needs a little beef.
Got it right here for you. That's why they call me Patty.
Pitsy,
So
you wanna tell the people about that nice little number on your head there?
no other way.
That nice little piece. He's out here
Yeah, as
looking
I
like
rock it.
Vanilla Ice.
Oh, I was saying CC Sabathia. But anyways, yeah, that's 47. 47 is on my hat. They are the reason that the OG house show cap is on my head because they are a great partner with the house show and Underground Sports Philadelphia. 47 is a renowned sports lifestyle brand that merges sports culture with street style. Known for its high quality apparel, headwear, and accessories, 47 holds licenses with major sports leagues. Use our link in the description and get free shipping on all orders when you join the 47 family. So use the link.
Use that link. They're literally dropping new stuff. Well, it feels like every day.
It's so cool, dude. I get the emails.
I get the
and all,
text
like,
messages. It is just perfect.
It's nice, dude. Just go get your apparel today. All right.
Shout out 47.
Shout out 47. Do we want to keep talking here? What do we have for voicemails? Do we want to like?
We can sprinkle in let's actually let's put a bow on Bound for Glory because it was a huge show. You
Dude, there's so
almost went perfect in your picks.
Yeah.
And
Do we have one? I thought we had one from Chris.
I can double check the inbox.
Yeah. There's so much to unpack with Bound for Glory that.
But
like,
just give me the thought process of obviously you're there as a fan, like first and foremost, and I think that's the fun part about what you do is what you cover is like just fan driven. Like you don't need to be suit and tie, buttoned up, credentialed, whatever. You can do everything you want to do as a fan. But what was the feeling like as you get to your seat and you're like, holy shit, I'm at my first like big promotion, hosting a show, repping it on my head, and I have people asking me and complimenting me about my headwear and asking me what this show is all about.
It was, it's really cool because it's nice to talk about wrestling with people. That's the main thing that I'll take away is that having this it just opens the door for a conversation. Because immediately you see this, you think that 90s wrestling show I had to pay $9.99 for, and they're a wrestling fan. And with a TNA show like this, you notice that there's a difference between WWE fans and TNA fans. And not only that, but WWE fans and wrestling fans. I watched that show on Sunday with wrestling fans. The way they're reacting, the knowledge that they had about the product and who their favorites were. It was all favorites, like, all right, they have a good head on their shoulders for when they start watching, because I was watching with two kids and a dad in front of them and then a bunch of just dudes my age. But everyone, like, you felt like you're with your people. And the show and like the videos I was posting, just, watching for so long, I watched like content creators like Cultaholic, What Culture, Wrestle Talk, Stash Bros and Lumberland, and then the content creators now like Denise Salcedo, Wheezy Blonde, Muscle Man, who you might know, Kyle, as Waffle House Dude, who just asked the Waffle House questions. What's your Waffle House order? He asked everyone what's your Waffle House order. But I've been like watching guys like them, Santi Sap. Jesus, how can I forget Santi? Like he freaking was on CVV. But like those people, like I saw him do it for so long, and I'm just like, why aren't I doing this at wrestling shows? And then you go by yourself, and literally in your world, the thing probably the wrestling that you like the most, and you are in your happy place in peace. it didn't feel like work, dude. Like for so long, everything I did with, content creation, it just felt like work. Where this, like, I wanted to take my camera out and just take a video. And I wanted to, you know, whatever. I wanted to do whatever I wanted. I didn't want to just sit there and watch and make sure I was, oh, did this happen here or this? No, I just watch it freely. And it was awesome. I just shut my brain off, and you had a hidden nostalgia with the Hardys and Dudleys, and Frankie Kazarian hitting an Angel's wings and a Pele kick to shout out the faces of TNA past, and then you have the face of TNA future and Mike Santana defeating the evil enemy, the evil empire that is WWE. It had everything, and you don't. There's many things in life that you gotta that just shit sucks and you gotta get through it. But seeing that made all that shit worth it. And I think that's just something that you could relate to me and say that, yeah, I totally know how you feel because I like the same. Or it's just, what is your wrestling? Like, what is your piece? And go do it. Like, that was the big takeaway that I took from this. It was fucking awesome. And I want TNA to come back to Massachusetts, or at least I'd go as far up as Maine, realistically. And I'd probably go as far south as, like, I'd probably Jersey, maybe Pennsylvania, maybe hit you up. If TNA should come to Philly, dude.
Dude, they should come to Philly, Atlantic City.
Like that, I would definitely go to those shows, man.
They could totally do something like that at like Boardwalk Hall.
Yeah,
You've been there.
Wait, which one was that? Where Wale Mania was?
No, that was the building formerly known as the Electric Factory. But didn't you go to Boardwalk, or maybe it was Steve for March Madness like stuff with Quinnipiac? It was Steve.
Oh no, Steve. Steve was in band.
Right. So yeah, like there's a like perfect venue like that would work called Boardwalk Hall on the Atlantic City Boardwalk, which would be fucking sick.
You know what's crazy? And you had zero idea. Do you know that when we were at Wale Mania, we were hanging with TNA talent?
You told me that there was people like around us, but at the time it was way more gibberish to me than it is now.
Oh my god, dude! That was yeah. I
felt
like I was in my.
You want to talk about multiverse of madness?
I dragged you and Sarah to that. Like, not it. And meanwhile, I'm just leaving you two to enjoy the chaos, the nonsense, and I'm hugging Big E and telling him how awesome he is, chatting up Jordan Grace and Tyra Valkyria and Johnny TV, whatever, at the bar while we're just all waiting for our drinks. Like, it was weird. It was just cool. That was like, oh, I don't know how I got here, but it's cool. All right, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back with my friends, and we're gonna watch Wale. Essentially, just record a podcast while like mixing in a SoundCloud playlist. Like it was
bonkers.
Oh, top five moment, man.
I love that venue though.
That I was thinking there for a TNA show.
I don't know if it'd be big enough.
How many does it fit?
Because
I've seen TNA used to exclusively film go live in front of like 250 people.
Capacity is between 2,500 and 3,000.
Dude, they could do a small. They could do taping there. They could probably do like a TV taping. I wouldn't say like a full blown PLE, but they could do something there.
I'm trying to think of another venue. I mean, like, what's the one wrestling venue that's in Philly that used to have
the 380, 350? It's where ECW was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's still around. Trying to think of like a concert venue that would work. There's so many places in Philly that would be sick. Boardwalk Hall would be sick.
It would be.
Yeah, that would be fire. That would be
But it was
fire.
just, dude, it's like the small venue, everything. That's what makes wrestling wrestling. You know,
Right.
WWE is its own echelon, in my opinion, and it will forever be. Now, as a wrestling fan, you got to go outwards and look at what's outside of there.
Hmm.
You know, think of it like college football. There's so many colleges. There's so many different things, different style. Like you got to go explore it and start with TNA. Start with TNA. That's what I did when I was in grade school. I threw on Spike TV because I had insomnia at age 7, and I would watch Spike TV from MXC Challenge or TNA into MXC Challenge, Tomato Potato. You know, I was just watching something. I was like, why? This is wrestling. That's why I watch with WWE, but why is there 6 sides? Who the hell is Abyss looking like? That's just a knockoff Kane to me. And this guy, AJ Styles, is the coolest dude ever. And he's their champion. Meanwhile, Triple H would eat him for breakfast. So, like, but I like him. Like, dude, it caused feelings that you're like, that got you confused for a good reason. It was great. It was
Yeah,
awesome.
that's sick, dude. I was stoked you were able to go. Um, and hopefully there's many, many more endeavors like that in the future where you can
Yeah,
just be a bull on parade.
dude, TNA's the best too with content creators. They invite them into their community, which I would love. I don't know what key I have to find to open that door, but I'm
Well,
ready.
you know a pretty good lawyer now, and
Dude, what the fuck? Like, seriously. Like, I that was the other thing. Thank you for bringing this up. Because I sat down and it's like, oh, Trick Williams promo. And then I see like blondish hair. I'm like, what the fuck? Who's that? And then Trick's like my lawyer. So it pans over and I'm like, fucking Brett. It's like Brett. And then he goes on and on. And I was like, what the fuck is happening here? Like, what is going on? Why didn't you tell me? I was going. Oh,
I
but I
saw you.
loved it. But I do like, even though like, yeah, a little bit. You don't get surprised anymore, Kyle, in wrestling. You don't
I
get
saw you
surprises.
posted that, and I was like, "Holy shit, we know him."
I know it.
It's a long time caller, long time listener.
Long time call, long time listener to the show. He's only person asked me my favorite, my WWE Mount Rushmore. So
What a legend.
legend. He's a rising star. He's absolutely a rising star. I can't wait to watch him in TNA, WWE in the future, AEW, one of the top 3. He's going places, man. He has it. You just watch his indie matches. Like he faced Austin Aries at some, bingo hall a few months back, and I was watching it on his Facebook page, and it was so good for so many different reasons. It had the comedic aspect where they had a head and a collar and elbow tie up, like the when you put him in a headlock, basically, and they had it. Austin Aries had him in a headlock, walking around the entire venue. And it was like 8 minutes of them just walking around, having him in a headlock, and then like douche, douche, and then like you bring like put him back, walk around, and as he's like superstars are walking, or wrestlers are walking by them, like going to their locker room or something. Brett's like, God, hey, help me, can you like help? I was like, like this, it was such chicken shit heel nonsense. I loved it. Um, and then what else? So he that match, and then he's had a lot of good matches with this guy Fancy Ryan Clancy, who if you looked at him, he it looks like we have a time traveling wrestler from the 1920s. If he wrestled when FDR was in office, but it's awesome. Like he does the whole like this, jacked dude. He's jacked. His name's Fancy Ryan Clancy. That's a good name. That's a really good name.
That's incredible. Yeah, shout out Brett. That was sick. That
That's good
was
stuff.
sick. As in the words of Pat Pitts, you popped.
I popped hard. No, I did. I was giggling. I was like, yeah. The kids in front of me are like, "Who? What are you? What is it?" And the dad's like, What's going on?" I'm like, "I know
That's
him.
Santa. I know him.
I know him. He wrestles for Beyond Wrestling. He's the hottest free agent in wrestling today. Go check him out."
That's incredible. Pitsy, before we get to the voicemails, do you want to let the people know about the old WWE shop?
Yeah, I was just wearing my yeet sweatshirt when I was working out yesterday. I cut it into like one of these sweatshirts. It's awesome. But anyways, where'd I get it? The WWE shop. And you can help me in my dream by buying from the WWE shop. WWE shop offers the very latest official merchandise from World Wrestling Entertainment, including event merchandise and fan gear for the top superstars in sports entertainment. So use our link in the description below to shop your favorite fan gear from WWE Shop and help support the house show. Because without you, we have to shut the lights off. And no one wants to shut the lights off.
No
So
one
use
wants
our
that,
link
man.
in the description. Get your favorite wrestlers merch today. We got some great stuff coming out from the new stuff. John Cena, the John Cena farewell tour. That shirt for with his from Australia, Perth, bright yellow. I could rock yellow, and you can too.
And they've got early WrestleMania 42 stuff going on right now.
Boo. No, you know how like I wasn't going this year anyways, so I don't really have a stake in the game. But it does peeve me a little bit that they're going back to Vegas.
Yeah, it's a little weird. Oh, Pitts. They have the coolest Funko Pop of all time.
Is it an invisible John Cena?
It's Triple H spitting the water.
Do they have like the little like?
The water's in his mouth and
Oh, it's awesome.
spraying out. That's incredible. You guys
That's
know we
always
love to
pretty.
look at the Funko Pops. Pitsy and I are big Funko guys.
Dude, I want to fill like a room in the future underground HQ with Funko Pops or action
Oh,
figures.
same.
There needs to be like an action figure room.
Yes, 100%.
I mean, look
I
at
couldn't agree
you
more.
can't
They have a Dwayne the Rock Johnson in his turtleneck.
I would like that. I would. I need that. That was my first wrestling action figure I ever had, too. For
They have some
obvious
good
reasons,
ones.
but
And right now, 25% off, no minimum, or 30% off orders over $49. Use code PINFALL. And they got some pretty sweet stuff too. Halloween's right around the corner. You can dress up like your favorite WWE superstar. Got some good stuff on there. Some good stuff. Use the link in the description. Shop with WWE Shop. Pitsy, let's queue up a voicemail here since last week the phone lines were down for some weird reason. Who do you want to hear from, Captain Nonsense or Chris?
I want to hear from Chris. If it's who I think it is. I miss his voice.
Chris, you are now on the house show.
Hey, Pat. Wanted to touch base again on some wrestling stuff. I know a lot of people talk about the best walk-in songs or walk-out songs in wrestling. And people also talk about the worst. But I want to talk about the most mismatched walkout song. So the song itself wasn't necessarily bad. It just made absolutely no sense for the wrestler. Thanks. Hey, Pat.
Hey, Chris. Great question, Chris, because they're iconic ones. I mean, the glass breaking, if you smell, the guitar riff, and Lemmy saying "time to play the game." You know, there's so many, and then there's a lot of worse ones. Like they're really bad ones, like Brie Mode, which Brie Bella, that's hers. Terrible, Kyle. Mismatched. There's just a lot of generic ones, and I like that's the thing is that a lot of generic wrestling theme songs seem out of place. There's one guy, Justin Gabriel. He had one that it just was like, all right, I get it, but it's so generic. I'm so taken out by you. And that's the thing that happens when it's mismatched, is that it just takes you out of interest. You're not interested at all in the guy. It's Justin Gabriel. I mean, there's a couple others. I'm trying to think. There's like a good, like, there's so many to choose from. Heidenreich was terrible. Like, that's like, I'm just thinking of terrible ones, and those are ones that pop to mind. Like, Justin Gabriel was terrible. There's a lot of AEW ones. Chris Statlander's, I feel like she should have a different one because it's mid. Thank God Stat's who she is, and I like her anyways. But she's had so many that, like, the one she has now, I'm just like, eh. I feel like she needs more of a one that shows she's like a beast, you know? That's just what I get.
I dig it. I dig it. And you all can leave yours on the voicemail line, speakpipe.com/official house show. Pitsy, before we get to Captain Nonsense, new partner alert.
There you go. Show.
Pitsy, we've talked about this company a little bit off pod. You've done some things on this platform previously.
Try to.
Why don't you let the people know about our new partner, Whatnot?
I know, yeah. Whatnot. We're over on the Whatnot app, social media marketplace, where you can discover some of your favorite products like sports cards, WWE ones included, sneakers, luxury handbags, women's thrift, and Pokemon cards. My peeps, get 5% off of your first purchase with the code WHTNTWELCOME5.
It's
Get
Whatnot without the vowels.
pretty much. Thank you.
Whatnot Welcome 5.
Whatnot Welcome 5. Get 5% off your first purchase in a live stream with code WHTNTWELCOME5. Max discount of $50. Start streaming and buying on Whatnot today.
Whatnot, baby. Whatnot. I know you were
What?
Oh, yeah, true. What?
What?
Not.
Nah.
Let's get to Captain Nonsense. It's been a while since we've heard from him.
KB, it's Cap Nonsense here. I want you and Pitts to play a game this week where you give Pitts people from reality, celebrities, people from your own life, and he has to tell you if they're a heel or a face. Yeah, I'm gonna hang up now and listen. I want some good answers. He's a dick. Son of a dick.
Okay. How many
Do you get what he? Do you get what he means? Like, do you know? Like, at this point,
Yeah.
I feel like you should know what a babyface and a heel are.
Yeah.
For the peeps who are listening, maybe you're like a Chris who tuned in for the first time last week, and this is your first time, and you don't know a lot of his wrestling terms. So, babyface is a good guy. It is the hero. It is the ultimate underdog. It's the person you want to root for. And the heel is the complete opposite. It is the villain. It is the bad guy. The person that you want to see lose. So, there you go.
How many do you want me to dish out here for you,
Dude,
Pitts?
as many. I mean, we could do 3. We can do 5.
All
I
right.
mean, whatever
Let's-
pops your mind. And here's the thing, like,
see.
it's anyone. I know where his mind is.
We could play this game like almost weekly, honestly, which would be pretty fun. I am going to
Yeah, let's keep a running list.
I'm going to do a theme for today's, and I
All right.
want to see if you catch on to the theme by the end of me listing these people.
Yes, Captain Offense
Um,
would love me having to do. Yeah, I'm
let's
in.
see.
I'm keeping a running
So
list of this, by the way, so we can keep track of these people. Because what if we meet this person? What if it is like, celebrity? And we meet them like,
let's
oh, it's a heel.
let's do it this way. I was going to say this seems like a bad day for what my theme was, but I think it was just because my web page did not load all the way. Yeah, that's what it was. All right, so we are going to start with, let's find a good one here. Let's start with R&B singer Keisha Cole.
Keisha Cole. I'm gonna go face. I don't know. I have not really heard anything bad that she's done, and no beef with anybody. You know,
I like it.
and pop songs like her songs give off very face energy. If they
Yes.
were gonna use that, going back to Chris's question, like a happy-go-lucky face would use one of her songs. Boom.
Next, we'll go with Takeshi Morishima.
Bless you.
He's a
I don't know
Japanese
who.
professional wrestler in the NOAH.
Oh, Noah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go heel.
Okay. Next up, we are going to go with former American NBA guard for the Indiana Pacers, Fred Hoiberg.
Who the fuck is Fred Hoiberg? I'm trying to guess the theme now. I'm like so confused.
It's going to be so funny when I tell you.
Fred Hornberg?
Fred Hoiberg.
Oh yeah, you're a heel. Okay. I just I want to hate him. I hear his name and I want to hate him. Like I want to drop 25 on his ass. And then hit him with one of these.
Let's go next up. We'll stay in Indiana. Born in Gary, Indiana, Tito Jackson, a member of the Jackson 5.
I'm gonna say face, and here's why. The rest of his family are a bunch of heels.
Okay. Okay.
You need to have some
Next up,
face in the family.
we're going to go with American Pro Football Hall of Fame defensive lineman, born in Chester, Pennsylvania, so right near me, kind of. Played for the New York Jets, most famously. That is Joe Klecko.
Oh, what position do you play? Offensive
Defensive
line?
tackle.
Oh, defensive tackle. Heel. If you're going after the ball, you're angry. You're mad. You're a villain. There's nothing good about you. You're a heel. So Dan, what's Klecko?
Yeah, Dan Klecko. Next up, we are going to go with American actress known from The Odd Couple, Laverne and Shirley, Penny Marshall.
Face, stunning, beautiful. Penny Marshall. That and the name itself, Penny Marshall gives off face energy.
Okay. Next up, we are going to go with. Let's see. Who do we want to put next on this list? Let's go with British American writer P.G. Wodehouse.
PG Wodehouse is a face. What do you write?
He wrote Bertie Wooster novels.
What are Bertie Wooster novels?
Bertie Wooster is a fictional character in the comedic Jeeves stories.
Jeeves, comedic.
Very, very British.
I'm going face still. I'm leaving him as a face from what I know there.
I like it. I like it. Next up, we are going to go with the first president of Chile, Jose Miguel Carrera.
Oh, he gets the peeps going. Are you kidding me? Jose Herrera? Yeah. That's a face. And the people of Chile, first president that was right. Yeah, dude, he's all about the people, you know.
This one, I kind of have an idea of where you're going to go, but I'm excited to see where you go. We're going to go with American composer Samuel Adams Holyoke from Boxford, Massachusetts.
All right. Well, he's giving off heel energy immediately from being.
I knew you were going to say that.
We are not faces by any means. We will the way we tell you we love you is by insulting you. Like that's just what we do. So, but what is there something he did that like I would know?
I was just going to say that because his name has Holyoke in it, you were going to say heel.
Kyle, I was thinking that. But then you said box. But then you said Boxford, Mass. But then you said box. You said he's from Massachusetts. I'm like, oh, double down, heel. Come on. Well, Holyoke is a place in Massachusetts too.
Oh, I know.
Oh yeah, you do.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. Yes, you do. Yeah.
Next up, we're going to go with the third Mughal emperor of India, Akbar.
Holyoke. Hold on. It was Okay. Akbar heel.
Yeah.
What? Akbar is a heel.
And then next up, we're going to go with Roman poet of the Augustan period, Virgil.
Do you know that there's also a wrestler named Virgil?
I did not.
Okay, Kyle, I want you to. He was Ted DiBiase's manager. All right, I'll talk about. Yeah, you should look him up after the show. Virgil gives off. So what was he? He was a poet.
Yes, he was.
Do we know if they're
Roman
like deep
poet.
poets? Roman. All right, so that's like emperor. That's kind of heelish. But like, what is he writing about? Is it like love poems? Because then that's very babyface. If it's all about love.
Let's see. I mean, he was
You
he was
know?
he was a BC guy.
Like, oh no, before
So
Christ.
he's considered one of Rome's greatest poets and is best known for his epic poem, the Aeneid.
Oh,
I was just talking about this guy actually at work
Okay.
the other day.
dude. All right. No, idiot. Yeah, So the name. He's a face.
And let's see. We are also going to throw in a couple more here. Paul Walter Hauser.
Paul Walter Hauser. He's a face right now. I love Paul Walter Hauser. What he's doing in wrestling is fucking awesome. And it is so good for the sport of professional wrestling.
Next up, we're going to go with Teoscar Hernandez, baseball player for the Los Angeles Dodgers. He's a heel to me.
He's a heel, dude. Teoscar Hernandez, dude, the Dodgers? Yeah.
And he played for the Astros? Get out of here.
Oh,
All right, I got a good one here for you.
Was he a grouch? Was he a grouch in Houston? That's a problem I could see.
Hey, he could have been around some trash cans, if you know what I mean. Bum 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 bum. Here's a fun one for you. I'm gonna say the name, but then I'm gonna tell you what she's known for. No relation, by the way, to the people at home. Caitlin Bennett, aka the activist
KB.
girl who shit her pants.
The actress girl who shit her
The
pants.
the activist girl. Remember that would go around the college campuses and she pooped her pants?
Oh,
Yeah.
the gun girl.
Yeah, gun girl who turned into pooped her pants girl.
Yeah, but doesn't she have like an OnlyFans now, or did she find Christ? Like, which side of the spectrum did she go on?
Probably both.
Well, you got to get to one to get to the other. I am going so heel. She knew what she was doing. She was baiting. She was rage baiting. It was very heel. Like she's coming out to the ring and she's putting out her shit. She's cutting a promo on the crowd. Oh, absolutely. That's a heel.
And I'll end on this one. Are you a Stranger Things guy? I forget.
No, my nephews and niece are.
Gotta get you on that. Gracie Van Dyne, who is from Stranger Things season 4. She is the one from the ever so famous song "Chrissy Wake Up."
Okay, I'm gonna go base.
Good call.
Well, yeah.
All right, Pitts. Are you ready for what this theme was? Because it's a wide spectrum in the net we cast here.
Yeah, like do they all have birthdays today?
You nailed it, my friend. Today is all of these people's birthdays.
Dude, listen, motherfucker. I have these 2 belts behind me for a goddamn reason. All right? Because I am part of the new school, but I was raised by the goddamn old school. All right? It doesn't matter what genre, generation, time period you throw at me, I'm gonna know fucking something. Why? Because that's goddamn nonsense, baby.
You fucking nailed it, you bastard. Yeah, drink up to that one. That was incredible. I didn't think you were going to get it off the rip.
Dude, I got to like the Roman poet. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Because at first it was the first term, like, oh, they were born in Philly. And then you go, this guy born from Chester, Pennsylvania. I'm like,
Virgil,
right.
born in 70 BC.
Happy birthday, Virgil.
I like the heel face game.
Captain Nonsense has some good ideas. He's just terrible at executing them.
That
So
could
he
be a
asked
fun
me to
one.
do it.
That could be a fun one. I like that. We'll think of themes for each one.
Yeah, I'm down for it. That's sick.
That's
good.
fun. That was good. Shout out to Captain Nonsense. Pitsy, any final thoughts
We did
before
an hour 7? Are you
Yeah, we
fucking
did.
kidding me?
We had a lot to talk about.
Dude, listen. Oh, I really amaze myself sometimes. But anyways, that's enough about me. Let's talk about you guys and where you can be part of the show. All you got to do is just go to speakpipe.com/official house show. You can leave me a message about who in your life you think is a heel or a face. All right. Tell me about what you thought about for Gloria, what you think is next for TNA. Are you excited for Wrestle Dream this weekend? Which, Kyle, you always ask about what is on tap for the weekend. So we got Wrestle Dream this weekend. Call me with your thoughts about it. All right. Do you think John Moxley is going to say I quit? All right. Is Tony Storm going to recapture the AEW Women's Championship from Chris Statlander? Like, it is so much that you could ask me. And all you have, and it's just a click away. It's just a click away. Speakpipe.com/official house show.
Yeah, leave Pitsy a voicemail. Follow him on the socials at Patty_Pitts on Instagram and Patty Pitts on Twitter. Follow the show on socials at Official House Show on Instagram, at Real House Show on Twitter. Subscribe to the pod, Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. Leave a 5-star review. It genuinely helps the show so much. So leave those reviews and subscribe to the House Show YouTube channel, youtube.com/@Official House Show. We're at 12 subscribers right now, which means we are 38 away from 50. Let's get to 50. Let's get to 50 before the end of the year.
That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Pretty cool.
50 or more by the end of the year would be pretty sweet. So subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave a like on the video, drop a comment in the comment section, click that bell icon so you know whenever new videos go live. And Pitsy, what's coming up in the week of wrestling that we have to look forward to?
So we have AEW Dynamite happening right now. I have been in the house, so I haven't been able to watch. That's going on right now as we prepare for Wrestle Dream this Saturday. We have the AEW Championship. Hangman Adam Page is taking on Samoa Joe, which it was announced, or he announced it, that he's letting his contract ride and then retiring. So this might be the last time we get to see Samoa Joe in a title match. And the other matches that I already mentioned. We have SmackDown on Friday night, TNA on Thursday, which I'm doing a watch along of some sorts tomorrow for No Nights Off because Sarah's going to see Panic at the Disco. So we're gonna do some nonsense. And Kyle on Friday, No Nights Off, we're doing the first ever stream of the Nonsense Wrestling Federation. Sarah is the GM of Raw. I am the GM of SmackDown, and I will be going live on twitch.tv/Nonsense Sports Network, commentating the wrestling that we have created. All right, it's gonna be a lot of fun, and I it's one thing that I love doing in wrestling, or would love to do, is to be a commentator. You know, like Pat McAfee being on color commentary with Michael Cole. That's my dream job. That and being a GM of one of those shows. So I'm gonna live that dream in a fantasy world, thanks to WWE 2K25, and stream it for you guys to watch. So be
There
there.
you go. Going to be a lot of fun. Sign
6
us off.
p.m. 6
6
p.m.
p.m.
6 p.m. Eastern, right before SmackDown, and it'll be a lot of fun. So tune in, and that's all I got. I'm gonna go watch some wrestling. I'm gonna go eat some food, and have a great, have a good day. I'm gonna do that. So thank you guys for tuning in. God bless. Remember that you can do it. All you gotta do is try. Live Moss if you want to.